And it says we are live.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, everybody. I don't know if anybody's here yet because it's only 7 seconds in, and YouTube usually takes a minute or so to
Yeah,
tell us if we have people showing. But anyways, episode 65 of our weekly chat, and
65.
a few
Wow.
people watching already. Cool. We're coming out of Dave 2 weeks ago had his event in Montreal area.
Yep.
I might be way off in the area, but in general, Montreal area.
Well,
And
it's in the Montreal area. It's on the
there you
south
go.
shore of Montreal.
Okay, so I was right. Eric is in our chat. Hello, Eric.
Hi, Rick.
And Brickworld's coming up next weekend. So
Are you ready?
for the most part, yeah. Hold on. We'll do that right away. We'll go to
Let's go to the Castle Cam.
Castle Cam.
The Castle Cam.
My monitor's blocking it. I have. I think tomorrow I'm going to start taking it apart. Actually, I wanted to have it up at least for tonight's chat. Tomorrow I'm going to take it back down. There's a few little things I have to fix, kind of around, like some of the towers. I'm going to go back to us here.
Yeah, you were. Hey, I'm next to the castle.
It's Dave's castle now. Some of the towers, because I reversed. Well, here I have a tower dummy here. It's not quite right, but I had the plates on top of these the angled pieces, and I flipped them around and put the plates on the bottom, hoping that would give better structure. Because basically, as I was traveling, all these wedge pieces flew off because they're under a bit of stress. So when I did that, I had a few channels that the bottom of the castle towers would sit into, like it locked into some nougat pieces, or some gold, nougat pieces, not the color, but the gold bar pieces.
Gold ingot,
not nougat. Thank you. So when I did that switch around, these pieces are now raised up so that I need to put an extra plate in just to lock them in again. So I'll do that as I'm taking it apart. But I want to pack it up this week. Like I want to have it packed up by Friday, because then I'll know if I need any more bins or anything like that. And I'll probably load it into the trailer maybe on the weekend, so I'm ready to go.
And you're leaving on
leaving Tuesday. So
Tuesday.
Hold on, we can do that too. Go here, go here, and here, and sorry.
There you go.
I have to set it up before I share it. Roughly 5 days and 20 hours. Roughly.
Before you leave, or before the show? Before you leave.
I leave Tuesday afternoon, so that's Tuesday afternoon. So the show, I won't be there till Wednesday at just after 1 or 2 in the afternoon. I'm planning. It really depends on what time I get going on the Wednesday morning, and how the border is, and if I decide to stop at like Walmart's or Target's on the way for rest breaks, and obviously Lego shopping. But maybe there's some deals. I don't know. Who knows, right? There could be deals. So
Jeff is going to spend more money.
I'm already going to the convention, so I have to pay for the hotel and I have to pay for the gas to get there. I figure it's 1,000 kilometers one way. Well, 1,002 technically. And I was filling up every 320, 330 kilometers. Like my gas tank would get down to about 3/8, and then I would fill it up at that point, just so I knew I wasn't running out of gas completely. But I also had a newer engine. Like my engine hadn't quite been broken in yet. Mr. Blue is actually in our chat too. I'm just noticing.
Hey, Nate.
My sister is booing
Hello,
me.
Yvonne.
No, she's booing you, Dave. Yeah, it must be you.
Why should she be booing me?
I don't know. Why would she boo me? I'm her brother.
Well,
maybe because I'm gonna
all the more reasons to boo you.
This is actually a good point. But anyways, but yeah, I'm figuring it's going to be about 7 tanks of gas for the round trip. And I mean, it'll be a little cheaper in the States, because even though the price of gas is higher there, it's still cheaper than Canada.
Yeah, I heard that someone on the news they were talking about gas prices in the United States, and they made a conversion to Canadian dollars.
Yeah,
and the average price right now in the United States is the equivalent of $1.69 per liter.
So I'm going
So
to
it's
get a
a good
discount.
price. Americans are up in arms about that price. But we're peekaboo, Ivan, but we would take it at
Yeah, yeah,
seriously.
exactly. Yeah. Well,
169 a liter. That's a
well, I
deal
mean,
for us.
it's still high because I mean, what, like 3 months ago we were probably $1.39 ish a liter,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
not less. Like we were in the 120s,
But
but
but right now it's way better
for
than
sure. Yeah, I
the
saw
last.
214 the other day here in
I
town.
had to put I have to put super in my CX9
Oh,
because of the turbo, and it it was at 241.
jeez. Yeah, I forgot the Mazda turbos are premium. Most other turbos you don't have to. It gives you better performance if you do. But
Yeah.
I like my Ford is a turbo, and I've never had to put premium in. Thank God.
Well,
Oh,
I they didn't say I had to, but I
oh,
read that it was better that to
well,
put.
it's better performance.
Yeah,
But I mean,
and
these days,
and your turbo is gonna be probably gonna last longer if you use premium
well,
instead of.
I leased this car, so
Yeah,
I'm not too worried. That's tomorrow. That's someone else's issue in 3 or 4 years. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, it was funny. I had to go to the dentist today with my son because he needed some fillings, and they've got Netflix playing each of the dental offices. So I put The Office on, and I was sitting there, and I wasn't paying attention to the show. I'm surfing on my phone. I'm playing a card game on my phone, and all of a sudden I heard one of the characters on The Office say, "I just put diesel in my car because I was trying to save some money," and I'm like, "Oh no." Coincidentally, diesel is much higher than gas is right now, anyhow. But it was more just the hearing someone say that, putting diesel in their gas car because it's cheaper. It's like, oh no, it's not how it works.
no.
But anyway, so yeah. So what have you been doing this past week or 2 weeks?
In the past 2 weeks, we had our event
Yeah.
on May 28th and May 29th.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great event. Lots of
Good.
people showed up. I think most of the exhibitors, many, if not all, the exhibitors were pretty satisfied with the way they were received and
Okay.
the how we handle things. So
Yeah.
it's always important to have your exhibitors have a good show
Well, yeah, for
and
sure, because they're the ones that help.
show that you have appreciation for their work and
Yeah.
their dedication because they're the one making the show. Actually,
Yep.
you're
Exactly. Well,
just
if it isn't for them, you
organizing.
don't have a show.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
yeah.
and most of our vendors also had a good weekend.
Okay. Good.
I know that one vendor had a great weekend, and the other one told me that yeah, it was worth it. So
Okay.
because we were selling we were selling the spaces for the vendors and not for the exhibitors.
Yeah.
So
Question: did
yeah,
Marc Andre sell all the Lego Movie product that he had sitting there on those tables? Because I saw that picture and I'm like, oh, I hope to God that stuff sells.
I don't know.
Okay. If not, he'd be coming home looking like this.
Creepy Yoda, creepy
Yoda.
Grogu.
So
So yeah, and in terms of visitors, we exceeded our expectation.
awesome.
So yeah, we budgeted for like 1,500 visitors, and we had more than that. And
Okay, good.
we we budgeted we in fact budgeted for more children and less parents.
Yeah.
And it turns out that we got more adults and less children.
Huh. Interesting.
So
Cool.
more money for us. So yeah.
So is there a November show? Is it in the planning now?
That's the question that's up in the air right now because we did discuss it this Monday. We had a debriefing this Monday, all of the organizing committee, and we did raise the question, but we don't have an answer yet.
Okay,
And
cool.
but it it's not I don't want to jinx anything or say anything that
Mhm.
isn't decided yet, but we have to take into consideration multiple factors. The one factor that we have to consider is that I did try to get some information about renting an exhibitor space
Yeah.
here in Laval, and
Mhm.
they say, because I reached out to them, didn't get an answer, so I reached out to tourism Laval tourism office,
Yeah. Okay.
the tourism office told me that the specific space that I was looking for, which where I got vaccinated actually.
Okay. Yeah.
They say it until the end of the year, it's still reserved by the government. So it
So it's empty then, basically, for the whole year because the government's
well,
paying for it.
no, I don't think it's empty. I don't. I think it's still a right now. It's still a vaccination
Oh,
clinic,
okay. All right.
and I'm guessing they're probably forecasting that it's going to be a vaccination clinic for the rest of the year.
Wow. Okay.
And we also heard echoes that there's probably a sixth wave coming in.
I just saw that like 10 minutes before the chat. I was looking through the news on Google and
they're talking about a new variant, and
yeah.
it's heading for
Yay.
fall. So yeah, it's not look it's not looking good to
Mhm.
have a fall show, unfortunately. But we did get some good news. The good news is that the or we were working with a local organism that it's actually a house for young kids, and it's actually a charity event that Jonathan used to work for,
Okay.
and they were the one who were like our contacts with the city of Saint-Basile-le-Grand for getting the arena for free, and they told us that, well, they were handling all the food cantina.
Mhm.
So, and they made a lot of money, and
Yeah.
they told us, anytime you guys want to come back,
Yeah.
you can come back and we'll do the show again, and
Yeah.
we'll have the space for free again.
Okay. But it's a
So
pretty like I mean it is an arena and it's large, but you had a limited number of people that could come, right?
yeah,
Because the show.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, because
yeah.
we have limited space, because
Mhm.
it's not a like
It's not a big
it's
hall.
a yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
big hall, but it was a profitable event the way
Yeah.
we
That's
handled
good.
it, so, and someone, actually one of the vendors, suggested to me that if you're, yeah, like unsure about the COVID situation in the fall,
Mhm.
well, maybe you guys should just organize another show like this one,
Yeah.
get more money, and be set to have a big event
Yeah.
when the
When you're ready
when
to.
all the pandemic is over and you're sure of yourself. And
Mhm.
so yeah, I have a good time at the show.
You seemed happy in the video and stuff, so
Well,
but you
I'm
had to be. No.
I'm usually I have to be, because it's a huge communication trick. I was a lot busy. It
Mhm.
was a busy time. I wasn't able to take any pictures of the exhibits. I didn't have time. I did look at most of everything
Yeah.
very rapidly, but I was very, very busy taking care of the exhibitors, taking care of the all the things that had to be done. I mean, we had on Friday we had to set the tables, and we have to set the tablecloths, and
Mhm.
then we had to, and it was all measured up. By the way, we had like 4 feet from the board, so we had to measure all that.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, okay.
and
Yeah.
because if you wanted to all the tables to fit in, you had to measure everything. So
Yeah.
everything
Makes
was
sense.
measured up, and and I had to put all the, because we actually had some um, like barriers, but not barriers. They were
Well, yeah, the PVC piping.
yeah, the PVC piping, and
Yeah.
I had to put that all together, like mostly alone. So
Okay.
I was most of my Friday night was spent drilling and putting screws in,
Yeah.
and most of my Saturday morning was putting screws
Oh,
in.
jeez.
So
Yeah. Oh, so you had to, yeah, that makes sense. You had them all screwed together. So, but when you took the video, I noticed that not every area had them around there. By the time you were done, was everything
no, never, not everything was
okay?
fenced up. Just that we just fenced up areas that people wanted to have fences up,
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
and we did discuss that particular uh, aspect also in our debriefing, because we used up all of our PVC
Hmm.
piping and all of our
Yeah.
wood bases
Yeah.
for this show. So if we have a bigger show, we're going to have an issue with fencing.
Yeah.
We're going to have an issue with putting up fences for everyone who wants them. So
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
we're looking into like limiting the fencing part and saying, well, the fences are for like big displays, and
Yeah.
where it's all big collective displays that are all closed up, but individual tables will not be fences
Yeah.
in the.
Fair enough.
So yeah, so a lot of things
Or
to discuss. It was a great event.
yeah.
We're, and the other aspect what we were discussing is that time is getting really short to organize
Yeah.
a
For
fall
sure.
event. So because
Yeah.
we have to rent the place,
Hmm.
we have to start registration like
Yesterday.
yesterday
Yeah.
for
Mhm.
the exhibitors,
Yeah.
and so it's not looking that well. Not that we don't want to, but the circumstances are just not there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if it happens, I'll try and be there. I plan to be there. If it happens, if not, well then fine.
We might do like, instead we might do a little show,
Hmm.
like probably like this one, but not a full convention, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
not a full
Fair enough.
convention part.
Fair enough.
But we do want to organize a full convention because that's where the fun is.
Yeah. No, I
It's
agree
a lot.
for sure.
It's a lot of work.
Hmm.
It's not that. It's not that profitable, but
Yeah.
it's way more fun for
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
participating.
For sure. Yeah. Yep. 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 So cool. Well, I'm glad you had fun, and
And this, but positive note, the star base standard that we
yeah.
put together, it works perfectly, and we had a
Awesome.
lot of great comments on it.
Yeah. Great.
And a lot
I
of AFOs are looking forward to like putting together their own modules and adding to the Starbase. So
yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I was looking at those pictures too. It looked pretty cool. I am going to quickly drop some links into the chat here for Dave's. The first one will be Dave's video on Facebook, the tour of the events.
yeah,
Um,
the live stream that I did on Sunday morning,
yeah,
and
it
it's in
was.
French. So sorry,
Yeah, I was gonna
guys,
say that.
but
That's all right. I watched it for the pictures.
so just
Um,
don't put the sound on, and you'll see everything.
yeah, yeah. So, and the other one's just a Flickr photograph or Flickr gallery of some of the models that they took or that
Yep.
someone took. So, anyways, they're in
Yeah,
chat.
it's actually Pierre André Breton's pictures,
Okay.
and he took a lot of pictures of, I think, most of the exhibits that were there, the layouts and the mocks, and so it's you get a pretty uh great picture of what the show was about.
Yeah. 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 I'm gonna mute.
and and
Mhm.
and on a personal note, I would say that I would like to congratulate all the exhibitors because there was a lot of new things, a lot of stuff that I never seen before. So yeah, they did create the 2 years that they were all locked up. It was pretty awesome because they got a lot of building done, and it was amazing. So
Cool. Sorry, I was texting my kid quickly, who's just upstairs, but I can't really go talk to him right now. So, because I'm in a chat.
he
Okay,
texted back.
He replied. Yeah. Well, I asked him to bring me down a drink because my throat. Sometimes when you eat food and sometimes a little piece of food just gets lodged
Yeah,
at the top of your throat. I had that and I was just coughing a lot. Now my throat just feels really scratchy,
itchy. Yeah,
itchy. Yes, itchy. So
itchy.
cool, cool. Well, we're glad you had a good time. Your event went well for sure. So, what have you done since then? Sleep.
Yeah, sleep most well. I first of all, I had to take care of my ankle because my ankle was hurting like crazy
Okay.
after each day.
Yeah.
It got worse.
Yeah.
I would during the day it wasn't that bad. The ankle that I actually broke, for those who didn't know, I broke my ankle back in 2016, and ever since then I had screws and metal. I actually have 6 screws and a metal plate on in my ankle. So
Did you miss a brick fet because of that?
no, I actually missed the Cinébrick, the last
Okay.
Cinébrick
All
that
right.
was held in Saint Lambert. I missed that one. It was like 3 days before the show, so that it broke my ankle. And actually, Jonathan was the first one that I told that I had broken my ankle. So hi, Optimus.
I got him yesterday. Like he came in like yesterday early afternoon, and I built it within one day, like within 4 or 5 hours.
Cool.
It was a good build.
So yeah, I had to take care of my ankle because during the day it was fine, but
Mhm.
when I got into my car and got back to I was staying with my mom's for the weekend because my mom actually lives closer to the event. So
Yeah,
I was
makes sense.
going back to my mom's house, and when I got out of the car, I couldn't walk. I
Ouch.
literally
Yeah,
couldn't.
that's
The ankle was swollen, and I couldn't walk on it because it had to be like reheated or so. Yeah,
mhm.
for the first few days took care of my ankle,
Yeah,
and after that, well, I pretty had to wrap up some things for the event. I had to I made a report of because all the Facebook ads and communications were my responsibility. So
yeah.
uh, being a professional, I did a hefty report on. No, I couldn't use Technic bricks on my ankles.
You could have, but you'd have to have a lot of technique.
And I don't think my doctor, my surgeon, was using technique. He was using screws though. I could hear him because I wasn't under. I was just like numb,
Yeah.
but I could hear him saying, "Well, maybe give me the 3/4," and it was changing screws, and it was awful. But
That's
so
okay.
thanks for having me relive that, Ivan. Thank you. So yeah, I did a full report on what our communications were for the show,
Yeah.
and I estimated that for every dollar that we put in Facebook ads,
Yeah.
we actually had one person showing up to the show. So
Okay.
it's kind of worth it.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
and that's the other part that's telling me that our ad actually worked because most of the people who visited the event
Hmm.
weren't from Saint Basile le Grand. They were from out
Okay.
of town. So
Cool. So obviously they found it somehow. So
yeah, they found it somehow, and they didn't find it in the Happy Meal that were distributed at McDonald's during the McGivern Day, or was it? I don't
like
know.
their charity day.
Yeah, the charity day, because
You
we
guys
had,
were
but we weren't there, but the organism that we were working with, they were there to help
okay.
out, and they agreed with the local McDonald to give to have like flyers
Okay, cool.
with every Happy Meal that was
Well,
sold.
yeah,
They had a leaflet in the actual Happy Meal. So,
yeah. I think it's called
and
McHappy Day here. I think is what they call it here.
probably
Yeah,
over here in Quebec, they call it the Grand McDon, like
the
McGiving
big
Day.
yeah.
So so
Cool.
yeah, so yeah, but so since if most people were from out of town, I'm guessing they saw our ad on Facebook. We actually did an ad on Instagram also,
Yeah,
but according to our numbers, Facebook works better with moms than Instagram right now.
yeah, yeah. That's funny.
And
Um,
I'm saying moms because that's also one of the 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 data that Facebook provides us. You say,
okay,
well, your most of your ads are most of your Facebook posts are read by women from the
yeah,
age of 30 to 45, I think.
okay,
So that's our main demographic. So
yeah.
I'm guessing they're all moms, and moms are taking their kids to the Lego show.
Moms or Lego fans, either one,
Or
or
probably
aunts,
moms or aunts.
or aunts, or well, I guess grandmas wouldn't work that well for 30 to 45. But anyway, moms, aunts.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Cool, cool. Well,
So
as you
and
mhm.
but I did order something on June 1st.
Okay, what'd you get?
I got the space storytelling set. The
Okay, yeah,
no, not yeah, the Optimus. I did order the Optimus Prime, but it's coming from another source, not from
okay,
Lego. So
yeah. But yeah, the
I'm
space storytelling
I'm
book,
not.
which was the $50 one, I think was what it is.
Yeah,
Right?
and yeah, but I had the bricks and piece order in too.
Remind me to talk about that when we get to gift with purchase conversations, because there's some bricks and pieces related notes now, and some of the advertisement for gift for purchases. Um, cool. Yeah,
So
I
yeah, I got the set, and I got the bricks and pieces order.
yeah,
It was actually a mix between bestsellers
yeah,
and other parts.
yeah.
So the bestsellers, I know that the bestsellers and my set has been shipped because
Okay,
I got billed for them, but
yeah,
they're not in yet.
yeah. And
But
I did this.
and
I sorry, I did the same thing a while ago for bricks and pieces. I did a bestsellers order because I needed the 2x4 bricks, and I got like
oh yeah, I
8 or
got
10 of
those too.
these.
I got those
Yeah.
too because
But
they're like, I mean, if you're building a spaceship, you have to
yeah,
have those.
but I ordered from Shop at Home as well as that, and now they're shipping this to the warehouse where your set is coming from, and they're putting that in the same package. So before well, I don't know if that was before. I think the first time I did it, I just ordered bricks and pieces completely separate. But it actually took a little longer now because they shipped it to Niagara
The
Falls or
warehouse.
wherever it's coming across, and then they
Yeah,
packaged it with.
I'm guessing they did that too because I
Mhm,
just got notification that my package was shipped.
yeah,
So I'm guessing since I ordered on June 1st
mhm,
and we're now on June 8th, I'm guessing
yeah,
they shipped the bestsellers part to the warehouse and
yeah,
then
yeah,
package my whole.
yeah. So if you want to get bestseller parts as quick as possible, just order the parts. Don't order anything else, um, because it's obviously it's
I'm
more
I'm
logistics. I would say.
I'm gonna do that. I'm
Yeah.
going to do that.
So, but anyway, yeah. So as for me, obviously Castle, I finished it mostly last week. No, last week on the weekend. I finished it on
Yeah,
Saturday, on Sunday.
you did work hard on the last few days on your castle. I
Yeah,
saw
over the weekend
pictures.
I basically
Saw
got it
your
all set
post.
up. Yeah. But like I said, I have a few things to fix. I'm debating whether or not to raise the center 4 towers to like raise one of them up a little higher. The problem is I'm literally got like 8 of those wedge pieces left, and I'm out of the panels and stuff. Thank you, buddy. Advertisement.
Ooh.
Anyway,
What is that? Cherry? Raspberry?
It's the black raspberry.
Black raspberry.
The black ice or sparkling ice. It's good. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, there it is.
Framboise noire.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. No sugar, just taste.
Cool.
And the sparkling part, which is what I need, my throat really needed, for sure. So that feels a little better. Okay. So yeah, I finished
Castle.
I finished on Sunday. I'm debating whether or not to raise one of the 4 towers. I wanted to build a 5th tower on the top. But I don't have enough parts. I don't have enough panels that go off the side of the walls. Like I'm basically out of parts. So I was debating maybe I'd take one of the towers of the 4, and I just don't know which one, and raise it up a little bit higher and put like an actual colorful, like a wooden Tudor style structure on top, because they do have done that in the past too. But I don't know. I want to change it a little bit, but at the same time, I'm not sure what to do. And I'm looking at it as we're talking. So
and you don't have a lot of time because
I have another, like I have basically 5 days. I have 5 days.
Yeah, but 5 days until you go, you'd still have to pack it up.
Yeah. So what I was gonna do is I was thinking of packing it up this like in the next few days. Like I'll have it packed by the weekend, but I can still work on that tower up until the last minute. Basically, if I want to. Again, I'm not sure. I just don't know how it'll look. I don't know if just adding that pop of color on there will. It won't probably detract from it. I just don't want to ruin it by doing that. Did you advertise your local on the local radio channels for your Lego show? No, just Facebook. Cool.
Yeah, because local advertisement is not cheap.
No, it's not for sure. Unless you give away tickets or stuff like that, then it can do it at a reduced rate. But
yeah,
still, you have to. I think you still technically pay for it in some way or another. I can't remember what Janie had done for BrickFet, so all those years ago. But
we did have coverage of the event, so that's good for the next event. Actually,
yeah, for sure.
Good for bringing in people on the event, but for your next event, if you get like coverage, you can use that to.
Yeah,
and people are going to say, "Oh well, next show I'm going to show up and I'm going to go." So, we did get a great news article out of the local newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. We also got someone who has who's blogging on gotta say a local blog, a geek blog from Quebec. So we got someone who I'm gonna have to check because she said her article would be up this week. So
yeah, okay.
So yeah, we did get some good coverage and like I said, we got reinvited to do the same exact show next year probably.
Yeah,
so we're looking into probably a little earlier in May.
Yeah, okay.
And before the actual Victoria Patriots Day, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So early.
Depends on your side of the country.
Yeah, exactly. So cool. And as you can see, I've also got an empty shelf here. When I was,
Jeff is selling his Lego. So
no, I've actually I used all that. That's all black and white. It's all gone. It's in the castle. No.
It's all the gray parts. The gray parts are gone.
No, actually, the gray parts are actually on this shelf here, and you can see like the bottom ones I've moved out. But anyway, no, I've got narrower shelves to go in here. So I was hoping to get it done at some point this week as well, but I don't think time's going to work with me because,
you have to finish your castle.
Like I said, castle's done. I'm not worried about it, but but yeah, once I pack up the castle, then I have a little bit more table space because I basically have to move everything off the shelves, put them on tables, and then rip these out and put new ones in. And these ones are going to go into my back room in the darkness back here, and that'll be my storage area for
darkness.
The darkness.
Going into the darkness.
So, and as we saw, I built Optimus Prime yesterday. It was a fun build. Nothing. I don't know if there was anything that was really like, wow, I never knew about that technique. I think it was one thing that I saw that was like I thought was kind of interesting. And that was
don't break him.
Well, actually, if you grab him above his, like if you grab him up here, he slides right off. There's a Technic pin there, and if it's not locked in properly, he slides off. So the thing of creation or whatever it's called,
the matrix of leadership.
Leadership, yeah, it's in here, but it's actually just resting in a couple of ball joint sockets because they have a little bit of a hole for, like, so the ball joint can flex. So this isn't actually locked in; it just kind of sits in. And I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. Like I never thought about that piece just being a holder for something. It transforms quite easily. It's a little finicky around the chest area, just because what I didn't realize was when I got to the instructions. Let me just put them back so I don't drop them. Stay. When I was doing the instructions, you get to the last page and it shows them in robot mode and in truck mode, and then I was like, oh, okay. So I was trying to figure out how to transform it without looking further in the book, and the next like 5 pages are like how to transform him. I'm like, oh. So I basically had gotten it to the point where I figured it finally out, and I'm like, oh, or I could have just turned the page, and it would give me the proper order. So, but yeah, you pop one piece off, which is like a 2x6 tile on this lower part of his bumper, because it's orange in robot mode and it's a different sticker, and that's like the only change I physically have to do on it. So it's pretty cool from that point of view. And I actually had a thought of, I've seen people do Transformer models, but I don't know that everybody's ever done from like the '84 TV show, the Rock Mountain face with the ship like wedged into it. And I'm like,
oh, that's cool.
That'd be kind of an interesting model to build. But at the same time, that would be like, no, I've already got enough.
Would you do it to scale with Optimus Prime? Or,
no. Yeah. But then you'd have to build micro versions, right?
Yeah.
It wouldn't obviously transform or anything, but you could build smaller versions of them and stuff. I am tempted to try a Bumblebee or a Jazz or something like that, like a smaller, or I'm trying to think what the Lamborghinis are called, but like trying to do like a Lamborghini version of one of the smaller Transformers. But I don't know. I that's something like I've never really been into the mecha building, the robotic building type stuff. So it was fun to do
it. And it's hard to beat Chris Roach's
that too.
Models.
Yeah, Chris Roach from Mississauga. Yeah, for sure. So
if you haven't seen his work, just look him up on Facebook. He has a Facebook page.
Chris Roach. I'll pull it up here for.
And all his Transformers are like amazing.
Yeah, and he's been building them for like 20 years, so he's been improving on them every chance he can. So. And
he actually sells the instructions, so you can actually order from him and get your own Transformers.
Yeah, here, I'll pop this up on the screen. BWTMT Brickworks. That's a lot of letters.
Yeah.
Let's just. Well, he's building other stuff as well, obviously. Photos. See all photos. Let's just scroll through here quickly. Apparently, he doesn't have a lot of videos or photos. Oh, I hate when Facebook does that. So, I mean, yeah, here's. I want to say Rawhide, but I don't know if that's who that is. Oh no, that's a Decepticon.
Yeah, because he has the Decepticon logo.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't recognize I Heart Joker. So.
Goldbug.
Oh, Goldbug. There you go. Never heard of that one. I'd probably have to go pretty far down to get a well-known one. But
Yeah, because
as you can see, he's got lots of different versions of it. So
he did some GoBots too, which were
yeah.
great.
Oh, here's Bumblebee. Oh, that's the Bumblebee as the space vehicle from
It's a Cybertron version. Yeah.
I've been rewatching the old show, so I'm recognizing things. So I actually was watching it last night, and then my kid came in and said, "Why are you watching like that old cartoon? Don't you want to just watch one of the movies?" And I'm like, that's a good idea. So I threw in like the first, like the what 2007 movie or whatever it was, the first Transformers.
I did the same. I started watching the old GI Joe cartoon.
Oh yeah. What? Yeah, I'd have to track that one down. I don't know if I want to invest time in that one, but yeah. Okay, so I think that's about it. I'm trying to think what else I've done. A little bit of relaxing.
You got electricity back.
Yes. Oh, it's funny. We actually lost electricity for an hour and a half yesterday. 400 people in my neighborhood were out with electricity. So I'm guessing we had a rain shower come through and maybe a bit of wind. So I'm guessing another tree was partially broken and fell and hit a wire or something like that. And the city actually came by yesterday as well and cleared all in front of on my front lawn, there was a big mountain of branches because for my neighbor's tree, they completely cut it down. And I have a tree on my side of the fence as well, where the branches were near the hydro lines, and they basically chopped down a quarter of the tree. So like one side of the tree is now branchless. So they came and took all those branches away. So I still have a little bit in my backyard, which, and I have to cut down the last of I've got a 6-foot high stump sitting out of the ground right now that the sawzall, the reciprocating saw, just won't go through easily. So I'm just going to
that wasn't your chainsaw comment on Facebook.
Sorry. Well, no, yeah, I need a chainsaw for that one. I think it's just going to make life easier.
So people, Jeff is looking for a chainsaw.
Oh no, Home Depot, I can rent one for $40. I can rent an electric chainsaw for $40. So I'm like, that's good enough. I don't want to deal with gas. I'll just go in one day. Probably when I come back from Chicago, I'll probably just go over there, rent a chainsaw for 4 hours, come home, chop it down, return it. Yeah. So it does
feel like a man.
No, because I'm getting an electric one. I'm feeling like a safer person.
Oh.
I don't know. Gas ones scare me. But anyways, my sister was also saying you can call the radio stations and they can make announcements for free of events going on this weekend. Yeah, I have seen radio stations do that as well, where it's like, let us know of an event and maybe we'll show up type thing. But then you get some advertisement out of that too.
Wow.
So, but anyway, so yeah, I guess we can hop into news. We kind of already took part of the first half of our conversation, I guess, for the actual subject tonight, but maybe not. We'll see. I didn't really have a subject. It was just like, oh, next Wednesday, I might not be here because, I'm not going to be here. I'll be at Brickworld. But I also have to, I had to figure out the data situation there because the Brickworld Hotel, I was looking at the hotel specs or the hotel information, and it said, internet plug-in for a fee, Wi-Fi for a fee, wireless for a fee. I'm like, three different things for internet. It was for a fee, and I'm like, what? So I ended up looking in the general information. Like I Googled it because on their website it says nothing what the fee is, and it's $14.95 US a day for internet.
Wow!
And I'm like, okay, that's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
So then I went back and looked at my bill for when I was in Alabama, and I'm on a plan where if I go into the States, I pay $9 a day extra on top of my bill. That just gives me the US roaming using my existing data package. And when I was there, I max out my data. So I ended up getting another couple of gigs because I only have a 3 gig plan because I'm on a corporate plan because I work for the company. So I ended up getting an extra 3 gigs or 2 gigs of data, and it was $35. And I'm like, you know what? If that's the case, I'm just going to basically go
do
that
the same.
way.
Yeah.
Because even if I'm there for 4 days, even if I use an extra 4 gigs of data, it's still going to be cheaper than 5 or 6 days at $15 a night. It's like, Jesus. Anyway. But yeah. Gotta love hotels. especially like 5-star hotels. You figured that Wi-Fi would be free because I can go to like a motel and get free Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Right.
you were asking what I did. Um, I did book my vacation for this summer, so
Okay.
I'm heading for Ottawa
Cool.
on from July 3rd to July 7th, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So just
So
after the
and
weekend.
just after the big weekend,
Yeah.
we're
And
planning
then
on
okay.
visiting the Ottawa museums,
Yeah.
and and you were talking about what Wi-Fi in the hotel. I'm actually getting Wi-Fi for free at a 3-star hotel.
There
So
you go. I'm in a 4.5-star, 5-star. I don't know, but yeah, and not a cheap hotel either. But anyways, that's just what you pay for getting with the hotel or with the special rate, and the fact that I can basically go down at any time of the day and go into the convention space, and it's like, oh, if I need to use the bathroom and there's a lineup, I can just go upstairs,
yeah,
right? So, but anyways, let's jump into the news here. We'll get this view going.
news. Then this week in the news.
I saw this quickly. This is on sale on Amazon currently for $63.87, so 36% off. The limitation is it usually ships within 1 to 2 months. Dave has one too. Did you buy it on this deal or?
Yeah, not on this deal, but I bought it on Amazon for the same
Yeah,
price.
yeah. I thought 36% off was decent, so I thought I'd mention it. He's got 2 of them. Yeah, your new camera. Obviously, you're using a new camera because it's trying to blur out your background, and by doing that, it's blurring out
Yeah,
everything.
it's not my new camera. It's a new setting. I'm
Oh, okay.
trying to blur out the.
Because I also noticed that the brightness and contrast is coming in and out on your
Yeah,
camera too. So
yeah.
anyway, okay, cool. That's the first bit. Next up, just in deals in general, someone please go to Amazon.com and buy all the Poppy Air Balloon Adventure sets because they have been in this thing at 36% off forever, and I'm sick of seeing
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were the only 2 that were, more than 30% off. The Harry Potter set's still. The Harry Potter art set's still, 107. If it goes below 100, I might pick one up. So anyway, so yeah, that's that. I just wanted to mention that. Lego Masters aired their first sneak peek episode on June 5th. The actual show is pushed back till September 21st, which is the next article, so I just gave it away. And I guess that's just probably for the fact that you're going to get more people watching during the fall than you would during the summer years. And I think last year Lego Masters fell in around this time as well, and their ratings were probably not as good as they wanted. So it did air on June 5th. I didn't get a chance to see it, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere to watch it. I don't know if anybody did get a chance to watch it. It was the Jurassic World Dominion episode that they did a sneak peek of. I'm guessing they probably introduced the teams and did a small bit on there because Jurassic World comes out, I think, last weekend. It came out, so I think contractually they had to
last weekend it was
Yeah, I
coming
was
out.
thinking it was last weekend. So I think contractually
Yeah,
they needed
because
to.
this weekend is Buzz. No,
But no,
the
no,
next
Buzz
one.
is the long weekend. Buzz is
No.
the Father's Day.
No. Actually, Jurassic World is coming out this weekend.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it
June
was
10th.
previewed.
Yeah,
It
you're
was
right. You're right.
previewed on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
this week is Jurassic World,
Okay.
and next week
Next
is
week is
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz
Yeah,
Lightyear. Yeah. And then I
with
think
all
early
those
July
yellow
is.
cockpits.
Yeah, I still want to have to see that one, but hopefully I might get a chance to see it this weekend. We'll see. But yeah, so because I think contractually they had to have this one out beforehand, before the actual movie aired, to try and advertise it. Because I mean,
Yeah,
what's his name is in it too? Chris, one of the Chris's.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Thank you. I couldn't remember his last name. I knew he was a Chris. He was in
Yeah,
it as well. So.
the most the actor who actually has the most minifigs.
Yeah, well, yeah, the most different minifigs maybe is probably a better way of saying it.
Yeah,
Like different characters.
yeah.
'Cause he's Emmett, he's
Emmett is
Star
Star
Lord,
Lord,
and
and
the character from Jurassic World, whatever his name was, I can't remember it. Owen? Owen?
Owen. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, I think that's it. I don't know if he's got another fig.
I think he has another one, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Eric. He watched it. It was good, but didn't see the winner of the build event. Have to wait till the official season. Okay, so we don't know any. So it was basically just a teaser for it. So that's cool. So it's probably like a 30-minute bit, I guess. But anyways, yeah, it's something I'll have to figure out how to watch. So yeah, and as I said, the actual show is going to air now September 21st. It was originally going to be the end of May. Nick, who is from Toronto, he's one of the two Canadian teams. The other Canadian team I found out was a brother sister, and I don't know where they're from. I don't recognize them. I'm guessing they're more West Coast type based. I don't know for sure. And Nick, like I said, he was here in Toronto, and he's been on Twitter doing, or yeah, he's been doing, no, not Twitter.
Instagram,
No, not Instagram. The other gaming, streaming
Discord,
site. No, Twitch.
Twitch.
He was one of the first people doing Lego content on Twitch. So he's been doing that for like 5-10 years. I don't know what the number of years is, but he's got quite the following on Twitch, so it's pretty cool. So anyway, next up we have LegoCon, which is on Father's Day weekend as well, Saturday at noon Eastern. It'll be 11 Central for us, for us because I'm going to be in Chicago.
Yes.
And they've kind of given us a little teaser that, oh, look, what movie could they be announcing a set for?
Ooh.
Obviously.
And there's a rumor going on that we'll see a new
theme.
No, the Sanctum
yeah,
Sanctorium.
Well, that's probably what this is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Doctor Strange. All signs are pointing towards the Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorium.
Yeah.
And they're also announced the Avatar Disney, like James Cameron movie sets as well, is what we've been led to believe, shall we say. So it's not a lot of news actually this week. This actually happened on June 1st. I might have mentioned it last week, but there were official images posted today for these two sets. But there's no news article here from any of the sources I have. There's no news article yet for these ones. So we might revisit this next week, and look at the better pictures. But just like a Bell helicopter, I think it's a Bell or an Airbus helicopter, and then this lifting crane thingy. So this, like I said, this dropped last Wednesday, and I can't remember if I actually mentioned it or not. I think I did, but that stream.
Well, I wasn't here, so.
Yeah, and yeah, that stream was a quick, no one else is here, so it'll be a quick one type thing.
I did watch it afterwards, though,
because I was abandoned. No, I'm just joking.
I did watch it.
No, I know. I'm just being
afterwards.
sarcastic. So, and I keep on looking over here because this is where you are. Maybe I should put the camera there. But anyways, so this was actually the rumor last June 1st was actually what the topic was for last week, and then no one was here, so it was like, I guess I really can't talk to myself about it. What do you think? Oh, I don't know. What do you think? But the next day, June 2nd, the news actually dropped that Lego is announcing price increases starting in August. About 100 sets, at least one of the articles I read was in Europe. They gave a list of about 100 sets with their price change. And some were like 5-10%. Some were like the larger sets were maybe 25% jump. But a 25% jump is going from like $19.99 to $25. That's a 25% jump. So I was looking at that. For the smaller sets, it's not really that big a deal. I mean, the Speed Champions were $30 instead of $24.99. I would have no problem still paying that, right? Because they're good builds. They're awesome type sets. I mean, if a large $500 set goes up 25%, so now it's $600 and $625, I guess. That's a bit of a harder hit, but
Yeah.
But yeah, and so I mean, the reason that Lego is talking about this was they're saying that due to the increase of raw materials, operating costs, that they're increasing the prices because of that. I've also heard people say that when a company is making a profit and then their costs go up and they don't really up their prices, then they're no longer making as much of a profit and it doesn't look good for their shareholders. Now, Lego doesn't have shareholders because it's a privately owned company.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that really sits for this one. I mean, it could just be that they want to, like, that they are running out of, or they need to. Their prices have gone up for everything, so they need to cover it.
I'm guessing it's there's part of the explanation there because everything has gone up.
Yeah.
We're if you listen to the news lately, all they talk about is inflation.
If you go to the grocery store.
Everything has gone up in prices. So it figures that raw materials would be more expensive and shipping would be more expensive for Lego also, and all of that. But I'm sorry, but Lego did make a shitload of money.
They did.
Last year. They did they made a shitload of money the year before.
Yeah.
And they're actually having production problems because people keep buying their what they're putting out, and they keep trying to put out new stuff, and people keep buying them. So I'm guessing that putting the prices up is actually a way to solve their production problems.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. To slow down their
slow down the buying and still get the profits they want.
Exactly. You raise the prices, you decrease demand, but you're still making the same amount of money. Yeah, that makes sense. This is the page that I was talking about. This is in euros. But I mean, so like the train crane, the blue and orange crane, $39 euro going up to 44. So it's like a $5 increase. Not so huge, but if we scroll down, the moon rover here is 29 going up to 34. So again, $5. The Ghostbusters Ecto 1 from 199 to 239. So going up $40. I don't know. I mean, to me, it's not the end of the world. I mean, if I like
if you look at Optimus Prime is going like 6% up. So
6%, 169 to 179. It was what, 210 here, so that would be 220, 225
probably
ish. And I'm surprised Optimus Prime hasn't sold out. That's one of the things that I've been surprised about.
Maybe they didn't make a lot of that one because they knew that.
What, Optimus Prime? I have a feeling
and that and Optimus Prime is actually on the independent retailers list to get. So
okay, because that's how you're getting yours.
Yeah, that's how I'm getting mine. So I think that Lego is probably made more because they're gonna have lots of demand for it, and it's not a Lego exclusive. So
I just noticed there's a Super Mario direct-to-consumer set that's coming out in October, $229 going up to $269. I'm like, it's not going to sell anyhow because they're on the shelves still. The Lamborghini CN $399 to $449, like that. When you get into obviously 13% jump, doesn't seem like a lot, but that
it's a $50.
$50,
$50.
$299 to $3. That's $30. I thought there was a pretty decent one, but like the highest I'm seeing is 25%.
That's a big increase.
Yeah. So, but so I mean, the prices will go up, but hey, what else is new? Everything's going up. Mr. Blue is saying he watched Lego Masters but didn't watch which team won the end of the show because they didn't show it, I guess. But they don't want to give that stuff away yet. Otherwise, because they're going to re-air that show, that episode in because I think that's the first episode. They'll re-air the full thing in August.
And one way to fight the price increase is just don't get the set when they come out. Wait for them to go on sale, and you know they're gonna go on sale. Like apart from the Lego exclusive, all these sets they eventually come on sale either on Amazon or online or in bricks and mortar stores, or you just have to shop around
or buy them now.
Yeah,
because if you buy them before, then you're getting them at the cheaper price. But but anyway, we're done with that one. So they are currently 2 promos going on for Shop at Home. So the first one is this Aston Martin Mini Valkyrie AMR Pro, which is purchase value of $40, June 7th to 9th. I didn't actually look up the Canadians.
Kind of a car in weird colors, though.
Yeah, for sure. This is US, CA. So $50 for the Aston Martin, and then there was another gift that's in-store only. So this is $40, and there's another go-kart for $40 in-store only. So again, $50 Canadian for that one, I would assume as well. And this runs from June 7th, so from yesterday till the 19th. So into Father's Day weekend for the Aston Martin. And the go-kart is June 7th to 14th in stores.
1 week.
So the Aston Martin is I'm just saying you can get the Aston Martin with any $40 purchase, but the go-kart is only for purchases of Lego City sets of $40 or more from 7th to the 14th. But yeah, you want this little car, you can do it in the next week or two and be done. Or wait till June. Can I make this any bigger? Wait till June 15th and spend $150 US.
And get a great set.
Get a real good set, which is the 90 Years of Play Black Forest or Forest Hideout, which is a recreation of the original set from the 80s. This one's available from June 15th to June 22nd. I will tell you right now, it'll probably sell out pretty damn quick.
And it's going to resell at a hefty price.
Yes, it will resell at a hefty price. There's also a over $40 purchase the same week, June 15th to the 30th. This one has a longer time in Lego stores only. So if you go to Lego store first day on the 15th, you can basically get both of these promos on the same day. The
in-store promo actually looks like a McDonald's.
It does.
Poly bag that we used to get way back in the days when it was.
Yeah. So this worries me because June 15th is next Wednesday. So Tuesday night at midnight from my hotel in London, Ontario, I'm probably placing a Lego order so I can guarantee you get one of these before I go on my trip. Like, I'm not even out of the freaking country yet, and I haven't actually gone to. But it's like I want.
You're gonna stay up late just to get a Lego set, and you're gonna drive for like 13 hours.
No, it's a 10-hour. It's 9 to 10 hours total, or 9 to 11 total. But I'm doing the first 3 hours.
You're gonna do.
I'm gonna do a 6-hour drive that next day. So anyway, but
be careful, Jeff.
I'm gonna be careful. In order to get the promo, that's what you got to do. I'm trying to think, what was the last promo they had? Oh, it was the little cardboard box dude, which had been extended, but it's over now. It looks of it.
Boo.
Here's a better picture of the promo. So again,
that's a great looking set.
I think so. Yeah, I'm loving it. I would really like to get more than one, but I don't know that I can. There's also a Lego Through the Years poster for 650 VIP points. And there's a Lego lenticular sticker, a duck sticker for 500 points. So lenticular, from what I remember, is when you move it, it changes the picture, if I'm right. So these ones aren't as exciting. So yeah, again, June 7th to 14th, the go-kart. June 6th to 19th, the Speed Champion Aston Martin. June 15th, in store, the first duck with Lego Duplo purchase. Oh, the duck is Lego Duplo only.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't catch that. So these two overlap. And actually these three overlap. June 15th to 30th, Lego Ninjago 2-in-1 Mini Thunder Raider with any Lego Ninjago purchase. So if you happen to buy any Lego, a Duplo set and a Ninjago set, then you can get all three of these. If you can do that in $40, you can get 3 different gifts. Interesting.
In stores.
Oh no, but you have to spend $40 on Ninjago, $40 on Duplo. Yeah, so
in stores.
But again, now here's the thing, and we were talking about fine print earlier, and I can't get a better shot of this, but let's just see what happens if we zoom in. I'll just read it because it's probably easier for me to read it than you guys see it. Free Lego Forest Hideout.
Go full screen, Jeff. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Didn't really help. So offers valid on orders online at lego.com and Lego stores and Lego catalog telephone orders from the 15th to the 6th to the 22nd or while supplies last. Okay. Qualifying purchases must be equal to or greater than $150 US. Like I said, probably in the 220s Canadian. In Lego merchandise only, bricks and pieces orders are not valid for this promotion. One set per household, cannot be applied with previous purchases, blah, blah, blah. So we used to be able to... Yeah, what Dave's doing. Well, yeah. So we sometimes to fill an order, you would grab a big bricks and pieces order. Doesn't apply for this one. So my thought is the city farm sets. I haven't gotten them yet, so I will spend the money and get them.
The cheap city farm sets?
Well,
that nobody likes?
Really? What? Dave, do I need to kick you off the stream? I'll be the only one here, but do I need to kick you off the stream?
Come on, Jeff. Are you going to tell me? Really?
The Animal Battle Pack? Like this one? For 13, let's add that to my bag. Let's just see. Continue shopping. The fruit and vegetable truck.
The vegetable truck, I gotta give it to you. It's a nice set, but
the farm looks like crap. The building looks like crap, but the animals.
The tractor looks like crap too. Come on.
Well, this is a 4+ set though.
It looks like
a 4+ set.
It's a sports car turned into a tractor.
It's a 4+. Wow.
Come on.
Coincidentally,
they gave us way better farm sets before.
Yeah. The Iron Man Armory is out of stock. What am I up to right now? So this is $163 already. So I can easily add another $80 and be done. And you know what I would do to buy it for another $80? Done.
The Friend Space Shuttle.
Yeah, there's that one too. But let's just see now.
There you go. It's right there. This Friend Space Shuttle.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm just seeing. So there's $243 right there. My God.
You would pay $80 for the.
Oh, you know what? Well, I don't know about that. The Friend Space Shuttle I would consider, but there is another one. I don't know. Is that grocery store already available?
I don't know.
I'm guessing by your silence or your humming that you don't know. This one. Coming soon. August 1st.
Coming soon.
Okay.
Get the space shuttle.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like I said, there's something I'll be able to get. It's not hard to get $200 in Lego. Let's just put it that way. It's hard to pay for it, but it's not hard to order it. Anyway,
see, that's why Lego is increasing their prices. They're
making
basing
it
it all
easier.
on this, basing it all on you.
They're making it easier for us to hit our gift for purchase level. There you go. Problem solved. All right. Next up, the one of two set announcements, and the internet is not liking this one as much. Personally, I think, first of all, have you watched? I've been watching Kenobi.
Yep.
Okay, so this is
I saw the first part. I got your. I saw the fourth episode just today, and I got the T-47 reference.
The reference, yes. Yeah, my son and I watched it this morning before I had to rush him to school because we ran a little late. But yeah, this is a set that they didn't originally announce with the Kenobi sets because this is kind of gives away a bit of the story. We won't talk about what it is, but Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi are in the same scene. You figure it out. They both have lightsabers out. You figure it out. But anyways,
which, by the way, I didn't like because it kind of takes away from episode 4 when they do meet and Darth Vader says, the last time we met, I was but a student. Now I am the master. And
yeah, true.
This kind of takes away from that.
True. Yeah. And also, if you watch like the way they do the fights now compared to the way they did it in 1979, 77, sorry, where their lightsaber battles are like, and now it's like, they're flying everywhere. Yeah. It's like, okay, either they got really old, which, I mean, Kenobi was a lot older, that they just were like old men fighting with their canes. I don't know. But anyways, so this set, I don't know if you saw the price there in Canadian.
Yikes.
400 pieces, $65.
Youch.
408 pieces. So it's not even a high set. The Mandalorian Starfighter, which was 79, right? Let's see how many pieces that is. 79. I'm just scrolling down because I had it saved here. It is 400 pieces as well. So it's actually, the Kenobi set's actually cheaper than this one, but you're not really you're getting 4 figs.
Yeah. And I really like that robot.
Oh, I love this robot. And when I saw that, I'm like, okay, I want this because I want that robot.
I want the set because I want the robot. I don't care about Kenobi, Darth Vader, or the other character, but I want a robot.
And yes, I don't collect Star Wars characters, but that robot would look good in any space scene. So
2 or 3 would look great around a spaceship or working on a spaceship.
Agreed. I totally agree. So, but yeah, so the internet's kind of getting a little annoyed. Oh, not annoyed, but it's $50 for 400 pieces US. It's the Star Wars tax, but it is kind of highly priced for what you're getting.
Yeah, but it's the Star Wars tax. Well, actually, just wait. It's gonna get 20% off on Amazon one of these days. So,
well, yeah, for sure. Will this be the robot battle pack? What did I say? 408 pieces. Oops.
Because I still love Star Wars. I still get a lot of Star Wars sets. Not all of them, because obviously I don't want them all.
Yeah.
Nowadays, but I still get a few sets, and I usually don't pay all I usually don't pay the premium price. I wait for them to go on sale, and they always go on sale.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess 425 for. Oh no, it's still 408. So it's 15 cents Canadian, 12 Canadian apart, and 12 cents American. So I mean, it's not bad. I think it's just because it doesn't look like a lot that people are like, "What the heck," right?
It's a lot of gray and.
Well, it's how many cheese slopes are in here? So there's probably 20 cheese slopes. No, there's more because there's a bunch back here too.
Yeah.
So, but I saw the set today and I'm like, that's pretty cool. I like it. I like the robot.
I'm getting it for a robot, but I'm waiting for it to go on sale. So
the question is, are you going to get the next set that was announced yesterday? that's so big it doesn't even fit on the screen.
So big.
Or the box. They've actually folded it around the edge of the box because the picture is so big. So the Loop roller coaster, 10303. Do we even have a price on that Canadian? Is it even in here? I think it is.
Probably.
Loop. It is in here, I'm pretty sure. $500 Canadian. July 5th.
Ouch.
July 5th for regular consumers, VIP July 1st. I'm kidding that because
$500.
$500. The only time I spent $500 on a set is when I bought Hogwarts Castle, the micro scale version, and I bought that for Christmas for me to build with the kids one year. And they did build a good portion of it for sure. I love this. I think it's great in the fact that it's all like I love the orange track, and there's new pieces of track. There's like a little 4-long piece of track over here, and the parts to do this loop are all new.
Yeah.
And there's rumor that this is actually, it is. The graphic does show it, that this is a curve and a vertical, like it raises in curves here. It's hard to tell. I don't know if that's true. I guess it is, because this is like 6 bricks or so off the ground, and this one's a lot higher. So there's a few new pieces of track. They're all the same color. Worst case scenario, I would buy a bunch of this track just so I could build my own roller coaster if I wanted to. Would I ever? Probably not. So there's that dilemma too. But
it's a great set, no doubt about it. But
yeah,
for $500, that would be a divorce case.
Yeah,
for me.
I don't have to worry about that part, but no. And there's also another 5 pieces of track in the roof of the building here. So they give you some extra pieces. So technically you can actually make another loop with that. Good. Not to mention the fact that this whole tower has straight track all the way up it.
Because you get 3,756 pieces.
Yep. For $500.
That's way cheaper than getting the Star Wars.
37.56. 13 cents a piece. Actually, not that much cheaper. Well, I mean, it was 15 cents for the Star Wars tax. Yeah. It's 13 cents for this. So, I mean, I would love to build this. I would love to play with it for about 10 minutes, and then I would love to sort it into my collection, I guess. Lots of dark blue. I love like the dark blue and orange. The color combination just is beautiful. So, I mean, if I won a lottery, or if someone said, here's $500, go buy some Lego, I would definitely consider this. And as Eric also pointed out, Pierre Normandin, who's a Montreal-based builder who moved to Lego back in the early 2000s, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Or the mid 2000s. This is his set design. He has built some amazing stuff. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure there'll be some beautiful build parts in here. Canadian $4.99, 36 inches tall, and I think it was 32 inches long and 24 wide or something like that. It's a pretty good size set. Comes with squirrels. If you want to build your squirrel army.
Squirrel.
I'm trying to find the squirrel in the picture now. They don't show them. Squirrels. But the video is pretty cool too. Like, I think they'll have a video link in here, which we'll play. Oh, there's a squirrel. Oh, now they're going to highlight. Oh no, they didn't highlight all the things. Anyways, they didn't show it all. So I haven't actually looked at this article. I did quickly mention some of the new parts from last week that came out. And there is a lot of them. There was 900 parts that came out. We're probably not. I don't want to go through all these again. The ramp pieces, which are new. These ramp pieces aren't available for us yet because these sets don't come out till August for the racers. No, what do they call those? The motorcycle sets, the stunt sets.
The stunt sets.
But a bunch of the new animals have come out. Most of those are Duplo, actually.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a bunch of new animals.
Duplo flowers.
This is Duplo. Okay, I saw this piece earlier and I wasn't sure, but it is Duplo. The corn, the shopping cart in orange. Again, this isn't out for us yet because that's in the the grocery store set. New mops for Harry Potter, the new broom heads, which I'm looking forward to getting a few of those. Those can be useful for things. I don't know what, but they'd be useful for things. Bunch of no images.
Useful for things.
For things, yes. I do
What
like
building, Jeff. I'm building things.
Building things, yes. I like challenging myself with new parts. The minifig leg with the prosthetic leg part on it too. That's pretty cool. The sheep, the sheep's body, the sheep's fur, wool. The new Jackrabbit, which isn't a new piece. It came out originally as a Patronus for Harry Potter last year in trans light blue, sparkly light blue, I think it was. But we have a baby sheep. We have another lion, baby cow, baby pig, baby alligator, crocodile. The sew-on patches, the sticker patches, which are the dot stuff, some new gears, a bunch of new Technic shapes. Ball joint with Technic half pin, but a longer ball joint. It's kind of a cool part. This piece is new, which we mentioned last week as well. Just scrolling down now, just past some of the. I think these are all recolors. Yeah, I think that's it for new.
What do they call the new piece? The rounded 1x2 tile?
Oh, the one up here, the tan one that I was looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what do they call it? Tile 1x2 half circle.
What do you call a half circle?
Yeah, that to me that's a full circle. It's just a full oval.
Yeah, I would call it 1x2 round tile.
Yeah, but that we have the macaroni tiles, so that could get confused. No, that's not 1x2 either. That's 2x2. Yeah, yeah, that would work. I don't know why they didn't do that, but anyways. Next up, just the sets that haven't been released yet. Obviously, the Loop Coaster, the Forest Hideout we've talked about. The Ultimate Adventure Castle was announced last week. And the Obi-Wan set. Now, this list is much bigger for North America because there's a lot of other sets that haven't been released in North America that were released in Europe, but it's still an indicator of what's currently available. This should go up again in the next few weeks with the Lego. The
Lego Con.
Lego Con. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name of it. I was going to say Brickworld. I'm like, no, that's not right.
Lego Con.
Yeah. Oh, Yvonne, if you're still watching and you want to buy me a Christmas present this year, don't buy me a Christmas present. I'm just being sarcastic, but yeah. So that also leads us into. I think that's all I had for this stuff. Oh yeah. Well, I could pull up this, which is
your tables.
Sorry.
Your tables.
Yes, my tables. The tables layout I have for the castle. And I was thinking of getting some plywood and cutting it up because this table here, let me make it a different color. This table here I put in last. So I put in all these tables and this allows me to reach the castle on the inside from here. So I wanted to put some boards or something across these tables so that I would prevent the bowing because right now the castle is like, as it gets higher, it is kind of separating, vertically.
Because of the weight?
Just because of the uneven ground. I mean, right now I've got it on foam pads, so yeah, the weight of the legs, it's heavier in certain areas. On concrete, it shouldn't happen that much, but I don't know at the show what's going to be under the table. Like when I was in Alabama, one corner of the table was where there was an access grate for the wires to come up, and it was also sloped downward a bit. So I guess if there was water leakage, it would go into that area as well. I'm assuming it was designed that they wouldn't hit the electrical outlets, but anyway. But yeah, you never know what you're going to have for a layout. And although these tables are almost exactly the same height, there's probably a millimeter off here and there. And that millimeter could cause problems. So I was thinking of buying some wood, and Dave Sincere here had mentioned that one of the layouts at their events had the thicker foam rigid board. So I might go and buy some of that this week and cut it into, like, I have to still buy 2 4x8 sheets and cut them down to 3x6 or 3 foot by 8 foot and a 3x6 and a 1x2 or 3x2. Just so that I can basically cover up I can't really easily highlight it, but I cover up half of this with a foam board, and then the 6 feet here with a foam board, and then just put the other piece, slide it in here. This is where my jousting area is, so it doesn't have to be level, so being a separate piece will work. But that's my goal this next few days. Hook up the trailer because I can't put an 8-foot.
Yeah, because I saw the guys coming up with the foam.
Yeah.
In the weekend event, and
yeah.
I was thinking, wow, what an ingenious way to level up your tables.
Yeah.
Without actually having to like put some mega blocks underneath.
Yeah. Do you know how thick the foam was? Or were they using like the inch thick or the 2-inch or the 1.5 inch? Like
I think it was a mix between the 1 inch and 1 inch and a half, an inch and a half, I think.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out how thick to go, because obviously the price goes up as the thicker you get, right?
Yeah, because it was hard to tell, because they were also using the foam to trying to get some different heights in different areas. Instead of brick bin like you did.
Yeah, my sister will save up her 30-cent raise. That's before taxes though, so her 15-cent raise. Anyway, so yeah, and I'm doing this in preparation for Segway Brickworld Chicago, which is next weekend. So most of the 1,110 participants that are registered to go.
Wow, 1,110
that's just participants, and hold on, I'll pull that up because I had it earlier. Do I have it here still?
Yeah, I saw Dana playing out the moon base layout.
Yeah.
On Chris's show on Monday.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. I wish I could have been there.
Yeah. Is it right here? Somewhere in here should be attendees. I just got to find it. Description, display, details, schedule, convention. Registrants list. So yeah, it's gone up. It's gone up another 18 people. I thought registration was closed, but apparently not. So yeah, 1,128. Let me just zoom in on this. Yeah, well, that's a little too big.
More than 1,000 registered.
Have everybody's name in there. Do you know Annabella Allian?
Nope.
Huh, interesting. I just that one.
It says Ottawa, Canada.
Yeah, but also location is Quebec. Her lug is Ottawa. I don't know why this is blue, but the lug
probably
is
she's probably in the Gatineau.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Area. So
yeah. So anyways, 1,128 registers, 511 first timers. Now I'm listed as a first timer because the last time I went was in 2011, and since then I think they've had a change of ownership, so they don't have that history. So I'm listed as a first timer. I'm a newbie. 886 people are displaying sets or displaying mocks, and 184 kids are under 18. So that number surprisingly is lower than I thought it would be. Because I mean I remember Brick Fair. Not Alabama. Brick Fair in DC, Virginia. They had about 1,000 people registered as well, but it was a higher percentage of kids because parents just registered with their families.
Okay.
And they weren't really showing. They were just there to be able to look at all the models the whole time and participate in all the convention stuff, the games and that.
Yeah.
But they didn't really bring anything to show necessarily. So, but Brickworld is saying that this is their largest amount of mocks ever registered, and space is not an issue, but they're going to have more mocks than ever in their building. So, and I've had this page up because I'm waiting for the map to be updated.
Display locations,
which it hasn't been. It's still blank. So I don't know.
So you don't know where you're gonna be?
I don't. And the only reason why I care is if I am an island, like it makes a difference because then I might want to detail more of the back of the model.
Yeah.
right? Like I've got a cave in the back corner of the layout, which last time the cave was basically just, it was hidden in Alabama. You couldn't really see it. So if I don't have to decorate it, I'm not going to. I know that sounds pretty crappy, but that's just the way it is.
Hey, if they're not looking, why showcase it?
Yeah, exactly. So, so yeah, like I said, I didn't really have a topic for this weekend. It was just, we're kind of in between two big events, at least two big events in our worlds. So just thought we'd, have a general conversation about it and stuff. We have kind of been talking about it throughout the time.
Yes, we did.
High internet costs. I do have a fridge in my room, which is good. So that means at least I can, I can just have breakfast in my room and not have to.
Is it a full fridge or is like?
No, it's a bar fridge, like a small fridge. But I mean, for breakfast, I usually have like.
You could put like a sports bottle in.
Well, no, I mean, usually what I do for breakfast is like some cheese, some strawberries, some watermelon, and some cold cuts, like that type of stuff. So I have like what we call a picky plate. Just stuff you can pick and eat.
Continental breakfast.
Continental, yeah, but nothing's hot. Well, I do usually have a boiled egg with it, but it's not always hot. So yeah, I mean, there is a restaurant again in the hotel, but guess what? It costs money. And even the water bottles, like it said, water bottles available at a cost. Like
at a cost.
Wow.
Internet available at a cost.
At a cost. Yeah. so that does raise the question of next Wednesday. Do we want to do a chat? Or do we want to take a week off?
It's all based on you, Jeff. If you want to take a chat,
I don't know.
I could set it up, but
I can set it up beforehand. I can set it up on Tuesday during the day when I'm before I leave for Wednesday night. I just don't know if you guys want to run it and I can pop in, and because I if I'm doing it, I'm probably going to be in the convention hall to kind of show off what's going on, but that means it's probably going to be a loud room too.
Hey,
right? So
we could do a lighter show also.
Yeah, true.
With just you showing off what Brickworld is all about.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll schedule something as well, and we'll just call it the, Brickworld show or something.
Jeff,
live at Brickworld.
Hey, Jeff, on live from Brickworld.
We're here live with exactly. So
we now go to Jeff live from Brickworld.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. I'll try and do that on my phone. I know I've got to figure out how to switch the camera on my phone. Actually, I was going to do it right now.
Switch the camera on.
Well, because I know. How can I say it? I know that I tried doing a live before on my phone, and we're probably going to get some feedback. I'm just going to mute things for a second here. Hold on, okay?
Yeah.
Mute.
So Jeff is going to join himself with his phone. So he's going to join in. 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, and I keep talking. So he's going to try to join in with his phone, and then see if the camera works. Oh, there it is. Hello, Jeff. He's working on switching his camera now.
I had to add myself. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so the problem is I don't know how to switch my mic over. Hold on, let's just see if I can figure that out. That's the problem I had. I was able to switch the camera, but I can't figure out how to switch it over to my microphone. So I'll make sure I have my wireless headphones that day. Or my headphones that day, so I'll just be on a headphone. Anyway, okay. That tested that. Be right back.
Okay, cool. Now Jeff is putting back. Yes. Can you hear me now?
There we go. Yeah, I had to unmute. I had to mute everything so we didn't have like massive feedback. My sister wants to see. Fine.
we already said we're going to do Jeff live from Brickworld.
Yes, live.
We now go to Jeff live from Brickworld. Jeff,
and I will try to maybe do a few little videos on the road or something like that, like I did last time. I did them on the way there. I didn't really do them on the way back, or did I? Yeah, I did do a few on the way back, but at that point I was starting to get into more expensive internet time. I probably won't get to have to wait to cross the border at least this time. So there's that.
You don't have to do any tests.
No, because I'm not flying, I'm just driving. So yeah. I guess we'll wrap it up because we're it's an hour and a half.
35 in, yeah.
Probably doubled the time from last week because
Well,
but
2 is always better.
it is, that's for sure. Oops, hold on. Just trying to. Oh, I must have closed that countdown. Yeah, I closed the countdown. Okay.
Yeah, you closed the countdown.
All right.
Well,
Anyways, all right. Yeah, well, 5 days and 8 hours. So, anyways, well, I got to click the button. Thanks everybody for coming out. We will see you next week. Dave, are you able to run the show then next week? Do you think?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you'll be able to control it, and then
we'll
see.
I'll be there, and I'll be the host.
Okay, and I'll try and join in before it starts. Try. I just have to set a reminder to remind me, and hopefully the castle's in one piece, and I won't be. You won't see a pile of bricks.
And try to book a few interviews during your live show.
Well, I could wander around as well, and I don't know how many people. Well, there'll be enough people there on Wednesday already, but
come on, I'm sure you'll see some of the Georgia people at least.
Yeah, some of them are coming in on Thursday. But a few of them will be there. Anyways, so yeah, we'll do that for sure. So anyways, have a good night, guys. I'm hitting the button.
Bye.
We'll see you next week on remote.
See you next week.
And Dave from where he is
on location.
he's not traveling.